Magandang umaga, Martes! Welcome to another episode of Ano na Bev, Best Express Views on PHLV Radio and I1 TFC and other platforms. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and follow me on all social media, Twitter and IG at Bev Llorente, Facebook at Bev Llorente, Bev Llorente NV. What an exquisite morning this Tuesday. The sun's warmth embraces the dry air, yet the radiance of my guests surpasses even the soaring temperatures of Vegas heat, exuding a captivating and stunning beauty and brains. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us today is Dr. Audrey Sue Cruz, aka Dr. Barbie Doll. Yay!
Hi.
Beautiful, diba?
Hi Bev. Kumusta po?
Napakaganda. Ayan. Dr. Audrey Sue Cruz is a Fil-Am primary care internist who has dedicated her life to helping others and keeping patients happy and healthy. She is also one of the 6 women who have been honored by Mattel with a Barbie doll that celebrates their achievements and contributions to science and medicine. The first Filipina Barbie doll model, diba?
Yes.
Super
Such an
proud.
honor. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
First time in person.
First time in person. Yeah. When we first met, it was during the pandemic. So I'm excited to be here with you today and to be here amongst everyone. So thank you.
First question kaagad.
Yes.
Kumusta ka na, Dr. Barbie? Pulchritudinously beautiful you. I wrote your story for ABS-CBN News that was a hit. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. It was an inspiring story, just what we needed during the pandemic.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for writing that article about me and putting my story out into the world. I think it's meant so much to me. I'm doing so well. It's been a couple years now since that all came out, but truly it feels like everything is so fresh. And even though the pandemic has kind of faded and fizzled off a little bit, I think that the Filipino pride is still there, and the pride of still being the first Filipino Barbie is truly just an amazing thing, and I'm still very honored. And so thank you for having me today and for interviewing me today.
Super proud talaga. Dr. Barbie, I'm sure our viewers are curious about your story and how you became a medical role model for Barbie. Just a brief walk down memory lane.
Absolutely. So I was a hospital doctor when the pandemic first occurred. So I was working really hard in the hospital, 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. I was a new mom at the time. So I just had my son. And so this was so new to everybody. And so for me, it was just all about working hard and giving it my all. And so I worked really hard during the pandemic as a hospital doctor. And during that time also, I was able to speak up against racial bias and racial discrimination against Asian Americans. I teamed up with fellow physicians and we made a viral video. And
yes, that was such a hit.
Yeah. So it was, thankfully a lot of people were able to see it. The message was out there. And Mattel found out about this, and they found out about my story, my background, and just my work during the pandemic, and they decided to make a Barbie doll out of me. And it was such an honor because there was only 6 women in the entire world that have the honor of being part of their Healthcare Heroes program. So
super proud. What a representation. Ang galing.
Thank you.
Yeah. And how did you feel when you found out that Mattel was making a Barbie doll in your image and honoring you as a global, not just national, global role model? And I saw one of the Barbie dolls. What do you call this? Museum? Not a museum.
Yeah, the exhibit.
The exhibit at the Aria.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So when I first found out, I was so excited. I couldn't even contain myself. I didn't even think it was real. And I was like, does everyone get one? Like, I thought this was something that they were doing for a lot of people, but like the fact that it was unique to me and my situation and because of the work that I did, it really did mean so much. And I was so excited because I was a huge Barbie fan since I was a little girl. I played with Barbies, but for me, what was really important was representation, being Filipina and this, because Barbie is a very American icon.
Yes, American company.
Yes, it's an American company. And growing up, I didn't see any Filipino Barbies that looked like me. And so for me, it meant so much, especially coming from, a very Filipino family. And my grandma, my Lola, my mama, I call her mama, she came here, not having anything. And to be able to tell her, just, oh my God, it was the best feeling ever.
What was her reaction? Because the next question is, what inspired you to pursue a career in medicine and some challenges and rewarding experience of being an internist?
Yeah, so a lot of things inspired me. My mom is a nurse, so she's the first person that really got me into healthcare, and seeing her work so hard, care for people, that really inspired me. But my mama, my Lola, my grandma, she is truly one of my biggest inspirations.
What was her reaction when she saw your exhibit?
Oh my gosh, she started crying.
Oh.
And it meant so much to me because she actually wasn't able she was hospitalized when it first came out. And so she wasn't able to see the exhibit with the rest of us when they had the grand opening. So we had a special viewing just for her, and she got so emotional. And just kind of thinking about that and going down, just thinking about all the things that she had to sacrifice to make a life here and to have fulfilled this American dream for her family. It just meant so much.
Ang galing. It's such a beautiful story.
Thank you.
How did you balance your work as a frontliner during the pandemic and with your personal life and wellness advocacy? Talk about the I'm Not Virus campaign and the impact to the community.
Absolutely. So to me, I think wellness and balance is so important because in the past, I know what it's like to feel burnt out and to feel like, I'm just working so hard and I don't have, enough time to enjoy myself and my family and my friends. To me now, I make it a priority to prioritize my wellness, to make time for my friends and family. That means so much to me. Being here with you today, this is also
Thank you so
important
much
to
for
me.
the time.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
To me, I feel like just important people in your life, you got to make time for them.
Yay.
And so I really do think that this is a very important thing, especially in healthcare workers and anybody who works very hard.
Yeah.
Make time for the people that you love because it's going to be worth it.
Correct. There's only 24 hours in a day, and you work 10
Absolutely.
hours to 12 hours a day. What is 1 hour and 30 minutes of your time for yourself?
Right. There you go. I completely agree with you. Yes,
galing.
I agree.
Thank you so much, Dr. Audrey, aka Dr. Barbie Doll, the first Filipino-American role model of Barbie. When we return, we will get some tips and wellness, how to be pretty like Dr. Barbie.
Ang minahal mong drama, parating na sa California. Mas pinalaki at mas pinasaya. G Capabilia presents Sanjo Marudo, Francine Diaz, Seth Fedelin, Janine Gutierrez with John Arcilia, and Desi Tomas, featuring Jed Madela in his 20th anniversary concert spectacle. Enjoy star-studded performances, the Star Hunt auditions, booths, games, and prizes, and a chance to take a photo with the stars. Dirty Linen sa America, this August 26 at the Memorial Auditorium, Sacramento Convention Center. Get your tickets now or contact your nearest ticket agent. Buong puso ang saya sa G Capabilia. Brought to you by, presented by, and our platinum sponsor.
A lot of slick advertising may look like the lawyer is a very good lawyer. The proof is in the results. The Richard Harris Law Firm, just in case. We've represented over 100,000 people in my career. The thing that stands out when I represent Filipino Americans is the love that they have for their family. The Richard Harris Law Firm, just in case.
Sabi ng patients ko, they don't need a colonoscopy because they don't feel anything. But colon cancer is a silent killer. It affects both men and women, mayaman man o mahirap. Have your colon checked.
Mobile Home Health, providing care in the comfort of your own home.
Serving Southern Nevada is our top priority.
And it's our greatest joy to help others stay safe and enjoy a better quality of life at home.
Because health is wealth.
Your head is a part of your whole body, just like your heart and the rest of your body. Huwag kang mahihiya dahil hindi ka nag-iisa. I'm your nurse practitioner, Cristina Pajara, advocating for mental health. Educate yourself and others. Choose empowerment. Call today.
The much-awaited concert day of P-Pop Convention 2023, dubbed as the ultimate fan gathering and celebration of Pinoy pop culture and music, will be live-streamed on the two platforms on July 16 from the historic Smart Araneta Coliseum. This exclusive offering will be available to both the Philippine and global markets for those who have purchased tickets. Concert Day on July 16 will be live streamed on I Want TFC and TFC IPTV. The entire P-pop convention this year will actually take place from July 14 to 16.
Welcome back to Ano Na Bev, Best Express View. Still with us is Dr. Audrey Sue Cruz, Filipina Barbie doll model. Now, everyone is asking how to be you. Health regimen schedule for Dr. Audrey. Ayan.
Yes. So for me, I keep it as simple as possible. I'm a very, very busy physician. I'm a mom. I have a very, very active social life. So for me, as simple as possible. When I wake up in the morning, I make sure I have a skincare regimen, make sure to cleanse, moisturize. Very important every single day. Take your shower and everything. And I really do think it's important to be, groomed appropriately.
Yes.
To me, not every day. Every day is not glam for me. And you can ask my staff. It doesn't have to be glam every day, but just making sure that you feel comfortable and confident going to work and just feeling your best. I think that's really important. And then for me, every single day, it's important to make sure to get some physical activity. And for me, I work at least 10 hours of a day. So I actually like to incorporate a lot of physical activity during my workday. And so what I like to do is with my staff, we'll do like squats, we'll do jumping jacks, we'll do some sit-ups not sit-ups, but a little bit.
In between patients.
Yeah, in between patients, not during not during the patients, but we'll do it in between patients just to make sure that we're all setting a good example for the patients that we see. So for me, I really like to do that. I love Pilates. I love boot camp classes too. When I have time, I'll do that about 2 to 3 times a week. And then for me, it's also important to make sure that I eat a very balanced diet. In the morning, I like to drink my coffee. A very high protein breakfast, I think, is very important. And then for lunch, I'll have something like either a salad, or I'll have like a chicken with some vegetables, usually for lunch. And then dinner, I'll usually either go out with my friends or my family, but make sure that it's a good portioned meal too.
What about sweets? I have a sweet tooth.
I have a sweet tooth too. No, I love sweets. I do. Yeah. It's so important. It's like, for me, it's hard to go a day without eating sweets, but just a little bit to to satiate,
suffice the taste.
Yeah, suffice the taste. Just a little bit. I'll have a little bit of like a couple Dove candies, like kind of in my bag, just to kind of fulfill that craving.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
What strategies or techniques have you found most effective in preventing or managing burnout in your personal or professional life?
Absolutely. For me, so I experienced burnout very early on in my career. So I know for a fact that it's prevalent, and it does really affect so many parts of your life. So for me, I think one of the biggest things is, number one, talking to people, whether it's your family or your friends, just kind of letting those feelings out. And it can even be with a therapist too. There's no shame. Right? Yeah, no shame in therapy, and talking to someone who can help you. So that is very important. 2 is a lot of meditation, and just kind of sitting in silence, thinking about your goals and just reflecting. Meditation is so important. And then 3, prayer. Prayer is also very important. Yes. To me, I feel like it helps to calm me as well. And, it doesn't matter what background you have and whatever religious affiliation you have. I think just kind of reflecting on your life and your goals, and just kind of taking some time to, think about what you want, what your goals are, is so important.
Yes. Lots of prayers. It goes to faith, right?
Absolutely.
It may be invisible, but it's like a Wi-Fi. It takes you 5 Gs.
Totally. Yes.
What a beautiful answer. Ayan, so we have a question from a viewer.
Yeah.
Sam, what qualities do you believe make you a role model for others, and particularly in relation to how those qualities resonate with the ideals embodied by Barbie dolls?
That's a really great question. Such a good question. And so, anybody can be a role model. And that's a beautiful thing about society today, is that anybody truly, with even social media, there's so many people that can make an impact. And for me, my goal really is to show younger generations that they can be anything. And it really doesn't matter where you come from or what your background is. So for example, me, my parents moved here. My parents and my grandparents moved here when I was very young. They grew up in the Philippines. We didn't have any contacts here. So we basically started from scratch. And so I had a dream. I really couldn't, I knew that I wanted to be a physician. I knew I wanted to impact the world and help people and help to take care of others. And so I worked really hard and I paved my own path. I feel like that's something that helps to make me a role model, is that I made my own path. And you don't necessarily have to, be given anything. You can totally just pave your way. And there's always that, for me, I believe that there's always a way. Oh, yeah. And I hope that, other people realize that you really don't need to have, you don't have to come from status. You don't have to come from money or anything like that. You can totally just make your way. You can follow your dreams. And I feel like that's kind of the message that I want to portray, is that there's so many things that you can be, and the sky's the limit. So
hard work.
Yeah, hard work. And I feel like Barbie embodies that. She has so many, when you see all those dolls on the shelf, she's everything. She's
vet. Not just in a box.
She's not just in a box. She has so many jobs.
Yes.
And, that's what I really want to show everyone out there, is that they can be anything they want to be, as long as you work really hard. I think that's so important.
Very nice. So words of wisdom to young girls out there who want to be doctors or engineer like you.
Yes. So for one word of, I guess one phrase that really resonates with me is, don't worry about the time it takes to achieve your dreams, because the time will pass anyway. So I heard that saying when I was very early on in college, because I felt defeated. I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so many years until I finish school. It's going to be so many years until I finally have a job and I can work and I can live my life. But, the time is going to pass anyway. Might as well work for your dreams. So that's, I would say, the biggest words of wisdom that I have for...
First step.
Yes, first step.
Take that step right away.
Take that step. Absolutely. Yes.
Ang galing. Sure, super inspiring. Our deep gratitude to you, Dr. Audrey Sue Cruz. Diba? Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Bev. I appreciate you. Thank you.
We have had the privilege of hearing from our beautiful, remarkable Dr. Barbie, who has not only shed light on the importance of wellness, but also shared an inspiring journey as a true role model. Dr. Audrey Sue's story exemplifies the power of resilience, determination, and self-care in navigating life's challenges. Again, deep gratitude to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here.
Super.
Thank you.
So it's really, really... for gracing Bev after 2 years.
I know.
Sharing your profound insights to our listeners, viewers, onlookers. Thank you for joining us today. Stay tuned for more empowering conversations that will enrich our lives. Until next Tuesday.
Bye.
Ang minahal mong drama, parating na sa California. Mas pinalaki at mas pinasaya. G Capabilia presents Sanjo Marudo, Francine Diaz, Seth Fedelin, Janine Gutierrez with John Arcilia, and Desi Tomas, featuring Jed Madela in his 20th anniversary concert spectacle. Enjoy star-studded performances, the Star Hunt auditions, booths, games, and prizes, and a chance to take a photo with the stars. Dirty Linen sa America, this August 26 at the Memorial Auditorium, Sacramento Convention Center. Get your tickets now or contact your nearest ticket agent. Buong puso ang saya sa G Capabilia. Brought to you by, presented by, and our platinum sponsor.
A lot of slick advertising may look like the lawyer is a very good lawyer. The proof is in the results. The Richard Harris Law Firm, just in case. We've represented over 100,000 people in my career. The thing that stands out when I represent Filipino Americans is the love that they have for their family. The Richard Harris Law Firm, just in case.
Sabi ng patients ko, they don't need a colonoscopy because they don't feel anything. But colon cancer is a silent killer. It affects both men and women, mayaman man o mahirap. Have your colon checked.
Mobile Home Health, providing care in the comfort of your own home.
Serving Southern Nevada is our top priority.
And it's our greatest joy to help others stay safe and enjoy a better quality of life at home.
Because health is wealth.
Your head is a part of your whole body, just like your heart and the rest of your body. Huwag kang mahihiya dahil hindi ka nag-iisa. I'm your nurse practitioner, Filipina Barbie, advocating for mental health. Educate yourself and others. Choose empowerment. Call today.
The much-awaited concert day of P-Pop Convention 2023, dubbed as the ultimate fan gathering and celebration of Pinoy pop culture and music, will be live-streamed on the two platforms on July 16 from the historic Smart Araneta Coliseum. This exclusive offering will be available to both the Philippine and global markets for those who have purchased tickets. Concert Day on July 16 will be live-streamed on I Want TFC and TFC IPTV. The entire P-Pop convention this year will actually take place from July 14 to 16.
Just like a friend from back home. This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV Radio.